Hello everybody, this is Ward S Fun. Hello, how are you? Making a video because a lot of people requested this crap, so I might as well show them how to do it once and for all. Sorry about the quality, because I know it sucks, but I'm using a very bad program. But it works, so I use it. Anyways, I'm going to show you the basics and triggers. Just put house and civilian. The reason why is because the houses were going to change are civilian, so I'm assuming that's what you're supposed to do. Give it a name, it doesn't matter what you name it, just give it a unique name that you can realize what trigger that is. And there's two events that I find useful. There's others that are useful too, but the most common used ones that I'm going to show you is Elapsed Time and any event. Any event is instantly, that's number 8, and Elapsed Time is a countdown, really. So 10 seconds game time, the trigger will come into effect. There's a few actions you can use, like all the hunt and crap like that, but now I'm going to show you this change house. What this does is that you can select certain houses and have them go to a certain player, but 14 change house, you have to select the buildings and give them the trigger. There's another way to do this, you may want to know, to do a completely different step, and that is all change house. And I'll show you that one in a second. There. Now all these buildings will immediately go to player 1 because I have the trigger. So in 10 seconds in game, will come into effect. Now I'm going to add a new trigger. I'm going to give it all crap because I really do not care what I name it. Again, civilian. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I do that anyway. I'm going to go ahead and put this any event. And new action. Let me go down to all change house, number 36. And then I'll put the player B, since player A is already getting something. And if you don't know what the player A and player B is about, player A is player 1, player B is player 2, simple. But keep in mind though, in this map editor, they thought it was a good idea to get weird numbers. So they start off at 0. It's kind of confusing at first, but you'll get used to it. It's not a big deal, really. There. Now, I'll make these all change house, player 2. In fact, I don't have to do anything because I made the trigger, so simple as that. All the civilian houses, owned units, goes to player described. Alright. By the way, this trigger works both on units and buildings, so I'm going to show you another trigger, also popular on the internet, and that's reveal all map. There's two ways to do this. You can type in a player's house name here so they only get revealed map, or you can just put in civilian, which is everybody. I'm going to go ahead and have everybody get it. I'm going to put in new events, I'm going to put in any events for the heck of it. Then you go to 16, reveal all map. Now this will reveal all map for everybody, but what you can also do is go to map tools, tool scripts, and right here you'll see some options here. You can change the lighting and make certain units recruitable. I don't know what all works here. If they're all here, they obviously probably work. But you can go and enlarge a map and stuff. I don't know exactly where reveal all map is. I know it's in here somewhere, so you can use it. But whatever, I can't find it. I'm too lazy to look for it. And there's another trigger you can use in here. I don't know what all works, but I don't really use them all either. Most of these triggers only work in single player. I'm gonna show you, like, 95, I believe, is nuclear missile. Let's see if I'm right. You can type in the number 2. I just remembered that. Yeah, 95 nuke strike. Nuke strike works. Just give it a waypoint. For last, I'm going to show you how to make a waypoint. You're probably not going to see crap. Just create waypoint, which creates a waypoint next. I do not recommend it due to the fact that if you don't have an amount of players, then it won't do crap. Create waypoint with special ID, you can select that, and it'll give you option what to get the number. After you made a waypoint, go in the trigger editor and type in the waypoint. Or you can click down the arrow, whatever suits you. Really makes no difference. I'm going to go ahead and save. Now, I recommend right now to make a special map. Nothing special, you know, blank, whatever. Just make a map you can practice on making these triggers. Because they do cause IE. If you don't know what that is, that's short for initial error, which is like a little error pop-up that makes you can't play your game anymore. Basically, it's really easy to make that IE. And one small mistake can make it end up to be an IE, so be careful what you're doing. Again, I'm sorry for quality, but this is also slow since I have that stupid video capture program on. Okay. And 2. Alright, I'm starting in position 1. You'll see that I got all those buildings in the middle top of the map. The construction yards, an oil derrick, and I believe an airfield. And then all the units in the southern area is going to be owned by player 2. I'm also going to add a nuke strike too, so they're going to die quickly. When you're using different triggers and newer triggers, it's always a good idea to do only one at a time, test the game, and repeat. Because if you just do a bunch of triggers and the triggers don't work and it causes an IE, well, you don't know which one does it, so you pretty much have to delete them all or delete one at a time and test it. So I recommend just doing one at a time. So you reveal a little map.
New construction.
All by them, there's a nuclear missile. There you go. So yeah, simple as that. I got all the buildings. Here's NCV. You can also make crates appear, you know, triggers. I'll put some detailed information in the description. Read the bloody description. I realize it's hard for you people, but sometimes you have to read in life. I know that some of you people aren't, you know, native to the English language, but give it at least a try and don't be lazy, you know? I'm not about to answer a bunch of questions if you can easily read the description. You could say, you know, I don't understand English. Well, then what's the freaking point of asking me, you know, how to do things when I'm going to end up typing in English anyway? Just keep that in mind, will ya? So just read the description. I'm going to put in a lot of triggers after that works, you know, and put a lot of detail on them. So I'm going to go ahead and end this because it's almost 10 minutes and YouTube is a douche about 10 minutes or more videos. So later, guys.